hands raised. All right, we'll start with Ira Windeman. Go ahead.
Hey, Goran, I know 500 is just a number, and going to the All-Star break at 18-18 is just the standings, but how much easier is it to go through, like you mentioned earlier today, to shoot around with a 500 record for a week off versus having gone in otherwise 2 games under 500?
Definitely it's better to go in, in the All-Star break 500. Was a shaky first part of the season. You already guys know it's a lot of moving parts and everything. But in the end, last few weeks we're playing better. We pick up the pace and win some games, and finally, now we're a 500 team, and we're gonna have a lot of work to do after the All-Star break. So that's gonna be second part of the season that we're gonna have to really, come close as a group and win those games.
I know you play with a lot of great players over the years, including several here, but Jimmy, as a closer, here you were up 17 early. It's a 4-point game, and it's almost like Jimmy said, enough is enough. What's it like to watch Jimmy just sort of get in that takeover mode?
It's great. You can see we trust him. We want him to have the ball in those moments, and he always, he always come through. And it's really awesome to watch him, what he's able to do. He can manipulate the game, get to the free throw line. He can make shots. He can involve everybody else. So he is a really unique player that, it's awesome to play with him, and, happy to have him on this team.
Thank you.
Anthony Chiang, go ahead.
Hey, Goran, I know tonight it resulted in some stats for Andre, but, even on nights where maybe the numbers aren't there, how important has Andre been for this team, whether it's on the court or even off the court as one of the leaders?
Huge. He brings that stability on the floor and even off the floor. He got a lot of experience. He's been in a lot of tough games. He won championships. So it's always nice to have a guy next to you and asking for some advices. And, he's like an open book. He got a lot of those advices, and he's sharing those things. Him, OG, those 2 guys are tremendous for our team, and like I said before, we're happy to have them.
And from what you've seen, what do you think has been the biggest improvement you guys have made over the past 6 weeks? I know it's not one thing, but if you could pinpoint, I guess, one part of the game, what would you say has been the biggest, most growth you guys have made during this stretch?
It was a couple of things. First of all, we struggle with turnovers. I think so. We shaved those down a little bit, and certainly you have more shots on goal, and then for defense was a weakness a little bit. Now we finally get better at that, and offense. We always had offense. It's just you need to make plays, to make shots, and finally now we look a little bit better, and I think so. That's the main reason.
Thanks, Goran.
All right, Goran, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Enjoy the break.